Hey guys, this week I thought because I've seemed to have collected a load of game haul videos that I just haven't had time to put up with everything else. I only do one of these videos a week on average, but I've had two or three pickups a week sometimes when I've had a good chance to go around charity shops. So I've ended up with a backlog of haul videos to the point where I've actually covered some of the games in other videos that are in these holes. So it's getting really out of date, and I thought, let's just get back up to date by having some specials that will go up over weekends while I'm doing this to just cover the game holes, and then we'll get through that and get back to proper videos. So I'm going to do that now. This is a game haul video. If you're not into the game holes, you can skip this one and you'll be perfectly fine. Okay, let's get to it. Okay, we're back with another retro gaming pickup video. This time I've got a fair selection of the sports games and things like that because I'm trying to finish off some sets so that I can get past the sports games and the really cheap stuff and get onto the really good stuff. Like I was saying on some of my videos beforehand, where I've been talking about starting a collection and saying bulk out with the cheap stuff first to get it out the way and to build up a bulk of your collection. It's a really good move, and thankfully I'm now at the point where I'm almost past that. So let's get straight into it. Some of these are quite cheap and some of them aren't, and the first one we've got is good fun actually, Quantum of Solace on PlayStation 2. As you can see, it's a mess in the corner. I've got to get some glue gone for that and get it all sorted out. The case is the standard late edition, really flimsy, crappy ones, but the manual's here and the disc works. The manual's not in the best condition. It's quite creased, but I think I can deal with that. And it's nice to finish off the Bond set. That was the last one I needed for that set, so there we go. Next up we have a Buzz game. These are actually really good fun. It's Buzz Junior Jungle Party, really good condition case. It doesn't look like it's been used too much, hardly even opens. I've got a good quality manual here as well, a couple of creases but not too bad, and the game is in good condition too, so I'm happy with that. Next up we have a couple of sports games. Let's have a look at what we've got. Yeah, I have a fair amount of the hockey ones. So we got NHL 2003, NHL 2004, and NHL 2006. Now, these are actually pretty good hockey games. My favourite is still NHL 2002, and I'm still working on a season of that, trying to get the St. Louis Blues, who are my team, up to winning. And it's going well so far, but I tried 2003 just to see how it went after that. And all I can say is far too close up. You can hardly see what's going on because you're so close to the action. Ridiculous. But really good quality case. And yeah, good quality manual as well. In fact, I don't think that's been used much at all. 2004 doesn't feel quite as heavy, but it's a really good quality case. But manual's here. And discs in good condition. Manual's actually in pretty good condition as well. Not much warping on that one. It looks like it's not been used much. This one feels really light though. I don't think there's a manual in it. I can't remember. Good quality case though. Hardly a dent on it. Aside from that dent there. What I'm saying is. And no, manual is here. So there we are. And it's a decent quality one as well. I mean, it's got a slight crease in the corner. But mostly it's pretty good quality. And the disc's in good condition too, so not bad. 3 hockey games, not bad at all. Let's put them out of the way. Now, I'm trying to finish off collections, as I said, some of the sports ones. So, with that in mind, FIFA 10, FIFA 12, and FIFA 14, the final game released in Europe for the PlayStation 2. The Legacy Edition, it says, because this is actually FIFA 13 with a few changes to the roster and updated strips. That it actually says that on the back, updated kits and rosters only. They haven't changed anything from FIFA 13 apart from those things. The manual is here in good condition. The disc is here in good condition. The case isn't in bad condition too. I mean, I've got a little mark in the corner where I've had to take a sticker off. But aside from that, that is really good quality. So I am really happy with this because, like I said, I'm trying to get a complete UK release PlayStation 2 set, and to have the final game that was released is fantastic for me. So now, because I've got these last 3, I only have 1 FIFA game outstanding for my collection and I will be finished. And that, excuse me, and that is FIFA 09. Once I've got that, I've got the entire FIFA set. I would have had that because I ordered it along with those, but the CEX branch that sent me a lot of games with FIFA 09 included in that decided they would send me the absolute dregs that I couldn't sell because it was an internet order and therefore I wouldn't be able to see what I was getting until I got it. They sent me a copy whose case was covered in Coca-Cola. So it had been discoloured and it felt a bit sticky. So I thought, well, that's not a good sign. And I looked inside and it's scratched to bits. A load of the games were scratched to bits, but they have a damaged cover as well. I thought, no, it's just taking the piss. So I sent that one back, and now I need to find another version. Hopefully when I order FIFA 09, I won't get that one again. Now, we've also got another one. This gives me 2 out of the 3 for this set, and it's the Game Track fighting game Dark Wind. Not tried it yet, but it looks interesting. It looks like it's kind of thing like an iToy where you fight like that, but without the iToy sort of thing, because what you need is this, the Game Track adapter thing. It's this big box and it sits on the ground, and then it has a foot control pad as well, and then a pair of gloves that you put on, and then you fight. And then it's really heavy, but look at the quality of this case. There's hardly a mark on it. It's great. I mean, there's a bit of a dent there and obviously around where it's been opened. But aside from that, it's in really good condition, especially since I bought this for £1. And my goodness, every single bit of it's here. Everything's here. It's like it's hardly ever been used. So this works with Real World Golf, that Dark Wind game, and Real World Golf 2007. I don't have Real World Golf 2007 just yet, because when I ordered it, they sent me a copy of Real World Golf instead. So I had 4 copies of that, but it was 5p, so I'm not going to complain too much because basically I've now got a really good copy of Real World Golf that's open, and the Real World Golf that I've shown you on a previous video that's sealed in its box with the golf club expansion thing. So I'm not going to complain. And then I've got a couple of other copies of Real World Golf. Now, again, because it's 5p, I didn't bother sending them back when they sent me the wrong order, because I can use them as replacement cases if anything else comes up that's damaged. So that was pretty good. Now, I do have some more, so let's get on quick. And we're still doing trying to complete sets. Still trying to complete the Buzz sets. So we have here Buzz Junior Robo Jam. Not a bad quality case. There are a few bits of marking here from the glue. But aside from that, not too bad. Good quality manual, and the game's in good quality as well. So I'm really happy with that. Now moving on, I've got both of the FIFA Streets 1 and 2. I prefer FIFA Street 2. I prefer FIFA Street 2 because the action just seems better oriented. If you're going to play a football game and you're not really into realistic football, but you really liked NBA Jam on the Mega Drive and things like that, get a copy of FIFA Street, because it's the same kind of thing. Instead of being a proper football, it's 5-a-side gaming, and it emphasises trick shots instead of realistic gaming. So it's really good fun. I picked it up and I thought, wow, where has this been all my life? It's great fun. It's a football game that captures the spirit of having fun playing football. And that's missing on an awful lot of football games, let me tell you. And my goodness, have I had to play a lot of football games lately. But anyway, really good quality cases. I think the manuals are with both of these. Let me just quickly check. Yep, it's with the one and with that one as well. So, good quality cases, apart from there's some damage on the back. Some damage is ripped on the back of this one here. But I've changed the case because I had a spare case. So, overall, not too bad. And yeah, good quality manuals. Games are good fun to play. Really good fun to play, actually. So I'm really, really happy. Now, got another NHL game. I should have shown you this with the rest of them. NHL 8, which means I've got a couple more to get for the NHL set, and then I'm done. So that's coming together quite well. Good, really good quality case. Manual's in great condition, and the game is in good condition too. So I'm really, really happy with that one. And then the rest, there are a couple I still need to finish this set off, but most of them are now here, so I'm really happy because I don't like playing them. John Madden NFL 9, which means I've got the final one from that set. 7, 2004, and 2002. Some of them don't have manuals, like 2002 doesn't, but the game works. So so I'm not going to complain too much. Madden 9, no manual with Madden 9, so I've got to try and find one now. 2004, no manual. What is it with Madden games and not having manuals? And 7 doesn't have a manual either. So, yeah, I've got the games but no manuals, which is a bit annoying, but what can you do? I mean, you're getting them for 10 pence each. You can't complain too much. I'll pick up the manuals at some other point. And that's it. That's all of them for this week. So, it's not been a bad haul. Finishing off some sets, not finishing off others, but getting so close that I can feel it. Well, hello and welcome to another pickups video. Today it's a short selection, so I'm going to get straight into it. What we got shown behind me is the first of a set of Wii games that I picked up today. And this one, Resident Evil Umbrella Chronicles, is incredibly fun. It's an on-rail shooter, and it's good fun. Picked it up for £1 from a local shop, and really enjoying it. I've been playing it, as you can see in the background. Next up, though, it's something rather different. Because recently I got a McLaren steering wheel and pedals and things like that, I decided I'd play Gran Turismo with it on PS1. Original version, got stickers and a decent manual. Not the best manual ever because it does have some evidence of use on it, but it's not too bad at all. I'm really quite enjoying playing that one. It's one of those annoying ones though, you've got to learn to drive before you're allowed to race. Yeah, but the arcade mod's pretty good. Then next up we have Red Steel? Yeah, I was going to say Real Steel, but that's different, isn't it? Red Steel. It's not bad. The controls could have been a bit better, but quite fun. It's nice to use a sword on it and nice to use a gun with it as well. So slash slash and bam bam, stuff like that. My only issue is it's kind of Japanophile, isn't it? It's a bit weird, but not overly, I suppose. Actually, no, overly Japanophile to the point where it's got gratuitous Japanese on the title screen and things like that. Now, next up, again, that's a lot of fun. Burnout Revenge. Not bad at all, PlayStation 2. And, it's not really a racer, is it? Let's be honest, it's not a racer, it's a spectacle racer. And it's good fun nevertheless. I was playing that quite a lot earlier on. Unlocked a few things already because I just played it intensively, despite the fact that I was really only making sure that I had loaded. But hey, and next up are a couple of games that my wife bought me as a present. So let's have a quick look at those. First up, good old platforming with Ratchet and Clank. This one is Ratchet and Clank 2, Lock and Loaded. That's a lot of fun. And the other one, Ratchet and Clank again. This one, Ratchet and Clank Size Matters, again on PlayStation 2. Really good fun. Both of them good quality 3D platformers. Good and well worth having a look at if you get a chance. Now, the final one, we went down to town today because we wanted to go to CX to try and pick up a copy of Kingdom Hearts 2 because we knew it was there and in decent condition. Unfortunately, someone else saw that it was there and that it was in decent condition because they bought it. So now we can't have it. So instead, I picked up Canis Conam Edith, also known as Bully. And it's got that slightly foil effect cover, so it's shiny and nice. But really good quality. The cover is in great condition. The game is in great condition. The manual has clearly had a few little scrapes and bumps. It's a little bit not perfect. But it's got the extra bump there and the poster map thing. So that's all pretty good. Hello and welcome to another pickups video. I'm really busy over the next few weeks, so I'm going to get through this pretty quick. But today I had a couple of hours to kill, so I did the rounds at some of the charity shops around Bolton, Farmworth, places like that, and came back with a surprisingly interesting haul. So we're going to go through that now. Now, it's a mixture this time, so let's get a quick look at what we've got. First up, we have a Wii game, and it's Trauma Center Second Opinion. And I've had a look at this a few times when I've seen it in various shops, and it looks quite interesting, so I thought I'd give it a try for £1. Why not? I mean, I know it's a 50p game, but it was charity, so I'll give them £1. Manuals here, game's in good condition. Everything's looking very nice, so happy with that one. Next up, this one is another interesting one. I've not seen it around too much, but every now and again you see it here and there. And it's called The Blob. And looks pretty fun. Again, £1, so can't really argue for that. So it's got, I think that's a manual. It may not be. No, there is a manual. Let's have a look at what actually is here, because it looks like it's a bit of a hodgepodge mix. We have, we have the bump, and the other bit of bump, and the manual. So the manual is there. I thought it was. So I was having a flick through in the shop, and there was definitely instructions in it. So yeah, good. And the disc looks good as well. So for £1, I'm not going to complain. Very nice. Now, next up, I went to some charity shops and also cash converters. Now, cash converters annoy me because they're stickers if they've been on more than like an hour or so, tend to stick properly to the plastic, to the point where I'm going to see whether I need some white spirit or glue gun or whatever it is that I need to get this mess off the back of these things. But for 99p per game, I'm not going to argue too much when you're picking up 3, 4, 5, even £8 games for 99p in these places. Scarface, The World Is Yours. I've had a look at this in a few cash converters, but they've never been in decent quality. So, manual's all here. The game has some scratches on it, but I think it's going to play. So, yeah, it looks alright there. It's got a few scratches on, but it should play, so I'm not going to complain too much with that one. Next up we have Alone in the Dark, and this one had been sat there so long that a CEX sticker that was still on it won't come off now because it's glued in. But it's otherwise, all the other bits and pieces have come off it. So, Alone in the Dark, The New Nightmare. I know it's not that good a game, but for 99p I'm going to take a try at it to fill up the collection at least. Again, manual and disc are all here, so we're actually faring better than we do in CEX sometimes, because the stuff is actually here. Now, next up, I had to have this one. I mean, it was $1.99, but I had to have it, because it's Quack Attack, Donald Duck. Oh, I had to have this. It's got, it's the PlayStation 2 Special Edition with 14 special moves for Donald Duck. For goodness sake, guys. If you're going to that effort of putting special moves into a game, just put them in all versions. I don't see a point with these so-called special editions. Now, there is a bit of a mark on the game, but aside from that, it looks alright. The disc's in pretty good condition. Good, decent-sized manual there. So, all in all there for $1.99, I'm going to say yes to that one. Next up we have Revenge of the Sith. See this around a lot at the moment. It seems like the people that have had it don't want it anymore. So it's here, it's nice, it looks pretty good. Not bad for 99p. Again, manual is here. It's got a bit of a crease in the bottom, but it's here with the extra bump at the back, and the manual is in... Manual. The disc is in pretty good condition with a little bit extra there just to get out. And not bad. Oh. Next up we have one I had to pick up when I saw it. I mean, the case is damaged on this one. It sometimes opens. But aside from that, it's alright. It's Star Wars, Lego Star Wars 2, the original trilogy. And the case, aside from the fact that it tends to pop open, and I'm not sure why, because the tabs are here. Maybe it just wasn't closing properly. It's all in good condition. Manual's here, nice condition. I mean, it's been red, obviously, there's creases, but it's in good condition other than that. And the game looks pretty good as well. Now that was all I got from cash converters. Back to the charity shops that I went to. First one, for £1, I'm not going to say no. Herbs, Sims in the City. Now, I do have the Xbox version of this, so I'll end up doing a Game Hammer comparison between the two. But this is in pretty good condition. I mean, the case looks lovely. The manual's here and the disc is in good condition. In fact, I would go so far as to say this has probably not been played. It's almost pristine. So that was really good for £1. I am not going to say no. Next up, similar condition. It looks pristine. And again, I got this for £1, but there's hardly a mark on the case at all. So the Polar Express, don't know if it's any good or not, but for £1 I'm going to say, yeah, sure, thank you very much. And, oh, the extra bumps falling out the back. Manual is in great condition, and again, it doesn't look like the game's been played. Yeah. Not even a fingerprint. For £1, I am not going to say no. And then finally, in another shop, for £2 this time, but even so, because it's in good condition and it is what it is, I'm going to say yeah to it. And that's Lego Batman, the video game on the Wii. And the manual is in great condition. It keeps sliding out, so the case has been worn a bit, but good quality manual. The disc has, if I remember correctly, Yeah, well, I was looking at a few scratches and some fingerprints on it, but aside from that, not really much. And the case is in good condition. So for £2, I'm not going to say no. But while we're walking around, I saw something that isn't a video game collection thing. I do also collect books, and I really love books, especially when it comes to novelizations from films. Because I like to see what the difference is between the film and the novelization. Because sometimes you get extra characterization, you see some of the deleted scenes in the book form and things like that. You get to see the original ending sometimes. Like the Judge Dredd novelization, Fergie, the sidekick, dies like he did in the original script, and did until the final ending where they had to reshoot after test screening said they wanted the guy to live. Everyone else would have loved him to die, just like he did in the comic and the book. So that was worth picking up, and it was actually quite an interesting book. Now, here's an interesting one. The moment I saw this, I knew I had to buy it. Ghostbusters, the original novelization. Now, it's really worn. You can see from the spine it's creased to bits, and the cover's got creases on. But for 4 books for £1, I am not going to say no, because this, I think, will be really good. Similarly, Back to the Future. Now, again, it's been read a lot, but it's in pretty decent condition, and like all the pages are here, the spine's in decent condition, so I'm going to be happy with that. Another one I picked up, Back to the Future Part 3. Not the best of the Back to the Futures. My favourite is probably the original, but I love the style of Back to the Future too. But look at that. Either if it's been read carefully, because the spine's not cracked. Great. I was really happy with that one. And to round it off, because I needed 4 books for £1, and I was originally going to just pick up anything, just to fill it out. But then I saw this, hidden under a couple of other books, and I had to have it. The Terminator. Great. It has been read, the spine's cracked and got creases on it, but oh my goodness, that's going to be fun to read and see how different it is, because I wonder how much characterization Reese gets in that one, for example, on his backstory. And then in another shop, for 75p, I wasn't going to say no to that. Star Wars Revenge of the Sith. So, this one apparently says, includes exclusive chapter from forthcoming book, Dark Lord, The Rise of Darth Vader. Of course, that is now part of the Star Wars Legends thing, because it's not part of Disney. But I'm not going to complain. Star Wars Episode 3, very happy. And then, because I saw it and I had to pick it up, because I loved these things when I was a kid, Point Horror by R.L. Stine. It's The Babysitter. How 90s is that? 80s and 90s. Late 80s, early 90s styling. Oh my goodness. I think this is going to be very cool. I used to love the Point Horror, especially R.L. Stine and Christopher Pike. Christopher Pike was my favourite author when I was growing up, because his stuff was so good. But there we are. That's this week's pickup. Bit of a mixed bag, but I think I got a pretty good deal for all of that. So there you are. We have a few game hauls there. I've still got some more to put out, so I'm going to have to do that in another video, but that will be coming soon. And like I say, we're going to put them up over weekends so that they're not part of the regular schedule. And if you're not into the game hauls and retro gaming in general, then you can skip those and you won't miss anything. But anyway, thanks very much for watching. I hope you did like this. And if you did, remember to click the like button, share it with your friends so they can see what's been going on too with the games. And do subscribe for future videos, because there will be more in the future. But until next time, I've been Zoe Kirk-Robinson. You've been watching The Zog on ZJKR, and I'll see you next time.